Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. And powering into the first week of the new year, here's a brand new look at the power rankings. Taking a look at Boston. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
I think Minnesota, they're getting the recognition they deserve. Jumping into the 5 spot, they've shown they're one of the elite teams in the league. On a good night, they can beat anybody.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Norman Powell. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard position. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got 2 of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one off.
He gets it in there.
And you just have to have an appreciation how under control Fox plays. I like watching him work the ball through the D in that pick and roll.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Fox with it. With the drive, and it's Fox with the jam.
You get the sense Fox just improving with each game in terms of his pick and roll play. Figuring out his angles, knowing when to pull and when to try to split or turn the corner.
Just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And he quickly picks up his first foul. That's something to be aware of.
Miami's on 0 of 2 from deep here. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Kevin, back over to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Here's Fox after the made shot from Norman Powell. Good on the bucket.
Man, that's where De'Aaron Fox thrives. He wants to get inside and finish at the rim.
Mitchell kicks to Adebayo. Fires from 14. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Adebayo's got his second basket of the night. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pick by Reid. And it's Fox with the jam.
Boy, Fox is so quick off the floor.
Here's Powell, coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans. And the trade of Jimmy Butler. Tim, the Heat's star power took a hit.
Well, one thing is for certain in this league, you need stars to win big. Draft picks, flexibility, those things are great. Even nice young players, but it's only going to take you so far.
And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
Jaquez with a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves leading by 4. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And if he gets looks that cleanly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
That free throw, no good.
And part of what makes Gobert effective is his presence. Just the threat of a shot blocker is a deterrent, and it makes him a monster on D.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Reid. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
Oh, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Here is Edwards after Tyler Hero's bucket. Here's Fox. He's got 6. Shot clock at 5. From outside the arc, the Timberwolves again can't hit. The Heat trailing. Heat moving the ball around. There's Hero with the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Hero's got 5 points so far. And so Fox will bring it up for the Timberwolves. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Well, you've got 2 teams, one from each conference, trying to reach that upper echelon. Should be an interesting matchup. Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
Gobert with a screen on Mitchell. And here is DiVincenzo. Scoreless thus far. And here's Edwards from the arc. And it's Miami with the rebound. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Yeah, that's the kind of performance you're going to try to build on. Now they have to find a way to replicate that success.
Now Fox, after Tyler Hero's three-pointer that didn't go. Fox passes to Edwards. The three-pointer no good. Miami's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Hero no good. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to the Wizards. Gobert with a screen on Mitchell. On the wing, Fox. To the inside. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game. We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. It's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And Miami also making a switch. Wiggins is checked in for Mitchell. The Timberwolves trail. Now Ellis. And it's Ball in the corner. Down low, here's Miller. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Hero, that's a two-pointer. Hero can't get that one to fall. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Miller with a screen on Hero. Over in the corner, Ellis. No good on the 3. The Heat have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Powell kicks to Hero. From past the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Ball. Lays it up off the glass. And now a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Jaquez sets a screen for Powell. Back to Jaquez. There's Hero with the three. They get the rebound. Wiggins passes to Hero. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. And Miami making a change here. Larson's checked in. Now here's Wiggins. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Pelicans. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Minnesota leading by 3. Ball with it. Driving the lane. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Jaquez with the ball. He's covered by Ball. Higgins outside. They need this one. Miller grabs the miss. The Timberwolves shooting an impressive 60% early. And a quiet disposition for Andrew Wiggins. Tim, he lets his game do the talking.
Well, Kevin, his teammates love him for that reason. And remember, he was a key cog in Golden State's title in 2022. And the Warriors players and coaches had a difficult time parting with him.
So it's Miami now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Jaquez outside. On the shot clock. Here's Larson. Drops in the tray.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Ball. 6 points for him. Over in the corner, Ellis. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Larson. And stolen by Miller. And Adebayo sends it back.
And that's what you can always count on from Bam. He is ready to turn away any chance at the rim.
The Heat shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he knocks down the first one. Some changes for Minnesota. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Miller. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Lonzo Ball. And then for Miami, Nikola Jovic is checked in for Adebayo. Norman Powell comes in for Jaime Jaquez. And Smith subbed in for Tyler Hero. Now here's DiVincenzo. He has yet to score. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
The drive by Powell. A pass to Fox. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
Free throw good, Fox. Hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Smith. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Well, that's true, and they've also been going right at the rim, which I love. Attack, attack, attack.
Timberwolves leading by 6. On the court for Miami here in the second. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Powell. And it's Smith, and it's Larson in at the shooting guard position. Now, here's DiVincenzo. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
But he also picked apart the defense with his passing. I mean, this guy can really read the floor.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Smith the pass to Powell. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
And here is Fox. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Wizards in Washington.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
The Heat trail by 10. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Pass to Wiggins. Smith outside. Launches it. Rebound, Minnesota.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
It's Fox with the drive. Yep, it counts. Fox has got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Miami Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Mitchell, he's checked in for the Heat. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
You take a look at Hero. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
So, Tim, many have speculated that being an NBA coach is one of the most thankless jobs in all of professional sports. Do you agree with that?
Well, Kevin, it certainly can be. There's an awful lot of pressure that comes with those coveted positions. There's not a lot of job security. And, of course, there's always the difficulty in dealing with star players. But when you win, I don't know there's a better job in professional sports.
And when there's winning, there's always coaching probably at the core. Am I correct on that?
There is no doubt there has to be cohesion between a coaching staff and that roster if you want to win at the highest level.
Now, ball. After Norman Powell missed from long range. And the basket by Edwards.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Heat making a change here. Adebayo's checked in. And here are some big men who, when they get it in tight, are as close to a sure thing as we've got. Here are the top field goal percentage leaders among NBA centers and power forwards. Second, Naz Reid. In the third spot, Marvin Bagley.
And most of the guys on that list have that unique combination of power and finesse. I mean, a very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
Yeah, and what I love is, for the most part, they take high-quality shots within the flow of the offense.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Minnesota.
You know, the Heat play in a glamour market, but Tim, Adebayo's game is all about substance.
Well, he has been the heart and soul of this team for a long time. A former mid-first-round pick, and he has turned himself into an all-star.
Here's Mitchell. Miles Bridges picking up that last basket. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Pass to Reed. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 8 rebounds in this game. Wiggins kicks to Mitchell. Inside. And Adebayo throws it down.
And that one's on the defense right there. If you let Adebayo get this close, he will punch it on you.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So both teams making some changes here. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for De'Aaron Fox.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
Timberwolves leading by 12. Now DiVincenzo. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. To the middle. Here's Bagley. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
And that's the thing about Bagley. Big, athletic, versatile, very hard to stop without fouling.
That one is off.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Good on the second free throw.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
Outside Hero. His three-pointers off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Bagley with a screen on Hero. DiVincenzo passes to Bagley. And here's Edwards from the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And it's Wiggins with the ball for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 13. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Now here's DiVincenzo. It's good. DiVincenzo's got 4 this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Bagley with a screen on Powell. Out to Miller. Jacks up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Miller's got 5 points so far.
When you can shoot over the top of people and hit a high percentage from out there, you are in rare company.
DiVincenzo against Mitchell. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And there's the drive, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Here's Wiggins following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Kicks it out to Hero. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Fox. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DiVincenzo.
This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. And he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage, really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And going back to him being second in assists, it's his ability to control the pace of the game, his peripheral vision. That makes him such a great floor leader. And the first one at the line is good. Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love 2 big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
Pass to Jovic. Adebayo with a screen on DiVincenzo. And it's Wiggins missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Reed with a screen on Mitchell. DiVincenzo passes to Reed. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
The Heat trail by 20. Mitchell kicks to Adebayo. Pass to Jovic. And they get it back. Here's Wiggins. Another shot. That shot, no good.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
DiVincenzo against Mitchell. To the inside. Just 3 to shoot. Bridges misses. And for the Heat, they're shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively. And that one, good.
Well, Wiggins that time showing you a different dimension to his inside game. And that presents a challenge for the defense.
Down low. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
The Timberwolves shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. Minnesota making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for the Heat. Norman Powell comes in for Wiggins. And that one falls for Reed. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Miami Heat. Right side hero. Inside, Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, he's been aggressive from the start. And as a result, it's all come together tonight for Bam offensively.
Here's DiVincenzo. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see you. That's your point guard getting up.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Oh, Hero is a great outside shooter, and that opens up everything for his team.
Reed with a screen on Mitchell. Here's DiVincenzo. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Yeah, he was surprised by that. I don't think he knew the pass was for him.
The Heat trail by 18. Pass to Jaquez. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 6th assist on the night. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gobert with a screen on Mitchell. DiVincenzo with it. Out defended by Adebayo. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Jaquez can't hit. Left side, Edwards. Here's Gobert. Off target at the rim. And so it's Minnesota out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this.
These are the participants of the court. And get ready for the big half-court shot. Drums, please. They're entering the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Seems like they can't miss. Just rolling offensively, getting whatever they want.
You haven't heard this in a while, fellas. SLN, Shaq-like numbers. When you're doing that, it means dominance.
That's exactly what I was going to say. New topic. Fellas, we've got a number of strong contenders for this year's three-point contest.
I remember when three-point shooters were just specialists, but now everyone's doing it. Hard to narrow down this list.
Yeah, but usually you have to be a truly elite shooter to win this event. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, the key is to be in an attack mindset but still play under control. When you do that, good things tend to happen.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. They've got Reed, De'Aaron Fox out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Miles Bridges, and it's Gobert in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, he's finding that balance. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Now Mitchell. After Norman Powell missed from long range. Hero from long range. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist in this one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
It's going by Gobert. And now the Timberwolves on the break. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at Minnesota. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference.
And I think for the Timberwolves, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
Well, I think that extra gear is coming, especially as we get further down the stretch, when you're trying to build momentum for a playoff run.
Now, Hero, 10 points for him. Powell, no one around him. And again, it's the Heat missing.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
Pass to Love. And the dunk by Love.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
And it's the Heat with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Back to Mitchell. Now Powell, looking to end the run. Adebayo on the follow.
That's their first make out of 5 attempts. It's got to be a relief.
Timberwolves leading by 23. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Yep, that one goes in there.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. Pass to Adebayo. Fires the 3. Hero, no good.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Love with the screen on Hero. Ball with it, and Jaquez picks him up defensively. Love with the bucket.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
Here's Jaquez. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Pass to Hero. Hero draws the double. Adebayo with a screen for Powell. Jaquez. They get it back. Adebayo the screen. To the middle. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Minnesota calls timeout. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. The Timberwolves, number 1.
And defensively, they have really set the tone lately, preventing teams from getting into any kind of rhythm against them.
Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Reed with a screen on Mitchell. In the corner, it's Bridges. Off target from three-point range. Fox with the steal. Good on the shot. Fox has got 18 points in the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Timeout called, the Heat.
All right, look who's coming off the court. Come on, Heat.
Both teams will make substitutions. The Heat have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Wiggins sets a screen for Mitchell. Outside, Hero. From deep. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Last year marked the first All-Star appearance for Tyler Hero. Tim, he clearly is the pride in Milwaukee, one of the great high school players from that area.
Well, Kevin, he has finally put it all together and taken his game to the next level. Not just scoring, but also creating.
Here's Adebayo. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Kicks it out to Wiggins. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. 5 points in the game.
Well, if you give Wiggins enough space, he will take and make those type of shots. Very decisive out there.
Over in the corner, Matthews. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Hero passes to Mitchell. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, he's solid from out there. Wiggins just producing year after year in this league.
Ellis, the pass to Gobert. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Hero. Back to Jaquez. No good on the triple.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And Ball is a clever player, especially in the pick and roll. Looks to shoot as soon as he gets space coming off that screen.
Pass to Adebayo. Wiggins outside. And a wide open look for Hero. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now here's Ball. 10 points for him. Miller at the elbow. And a wide open look here for Ellis. And a miss there on the triple. Jaquez against Matthews. Kicks it out to Hero. Hits the three-point bomb. Hero's got 13.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them. And Miami making a change here. Larson's checked in. Here is Edwards. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. To the paint. Here's Bagley. Back to Edwards. To the inside. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And we'll go courtside now to hear more about what's going on with Norman Powell. Allie, take it away.
I had a moment to catch up with the Heat's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Still, they're not the same without the play he brings. So 100% or not, he's back on the court. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Well, it's a tough part of the game for sure. You see these athletes out here with the strength and speed that they play with. Injuries are unavoidable.
Now Jaquez. After Tyler Hero's three-pointer that didn't go. Minnesota leading by 20. Bagley the screen. Fox with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Bridges for three. And here are the Heat now. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Here's Adebayo. He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block and a three-point play chance here. Norman Powell's checked in for Jaime Jaquez. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now, an exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Here's Larson. He's got 8. Pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now, here's Fox. 20 points for him. Plays it up and banks it in. Fox has got 22 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Here's Wiggins. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Edwards with it. Bagley the screen. Inside. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Bagley's got 5 points so far.
And at this stage, this is where Bagley feels most comfortable. I mean, knows he has the size and touch to score inside.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Fox. 22 points for him. Bridges a screen on Hero. Here's Fox. Takes it off the glass. Fox has got 12 points here in the second half.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Timberwolves ahead, running away with this one. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Trust it. Good to great. Good to great. Don't settle for average shots. Move it.
Well, Coach Spo instructing his guys, Greg, to just take great shots.
I mean, no reason to rush into a bad shot, especially with 24 seconds to work with.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Heat, in the post, it's Jovic and Adebayo. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Larson in at the shooting guard. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Wiggins. And he lays it straight in. Wiggins has got 5 points in the quarter.
And you can see where he's made the adjustments. This half has been much better.
Bagley with a screen on Mitchell. And Fox has it in the corner. It's stolen by Adebayo. Wiggins outside. Back to Mitchell. Count that one.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
And here is Fox. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And that time, also a missed shot. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Offensive rebound. The layup off target.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Here's Mitchell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And when Wiggins moves the rock, it's a huge plus for the offense.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Some changes for Minnesota. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
And the big man from France, Gobert, a menace around the rim.
Adebayo with a screen for Wiggins. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Mitchell against Ball. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Gotta respect how quickly Ball gets to the rack. I mean, if you give him the lane to the rim, he is going to exploit it quickly.
Now, here's Adebayo. No basket there. Missed number 4 of his 14 field goal attempts. Now, Ball. Picked by Reed. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And Ball sets up his teammates, and when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Now, here's Mitchell. Pass to Jovic. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Timberwolves leading by 13. Down low, here's Reed. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Mitchell passes to Jaquez. A three-pointer off the mark.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
And it's Ball penetrating. Basket good. Ball's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Hero on the wing. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. You've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch-and-shoot percentages. Can I get off threes, and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high-volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that week.
Wow. And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Some changes for Minnesota. Bridges comes in for Ellis. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Ball. Heat also with a sub. Adebayo is checked in for Wiggins. Outside, Hero. Powell outside. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to fly. It looked good from here.
Jaquez outside. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Jaquez. And here is Hero. Edwards defending.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Inside, Gobert. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now, Hero. To the paint. Banked in off the glass. Adebayo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's nice work right there. He sets the screen, and then Adebayo just finds that open space to be effective with the ball.
Gobert with a screen on Mitchell. Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Here's Jaquez after the basket by Minnesota. Hero, no good.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Gobert with a screen on Mitchell. Now here's Bridges. Gobert got it. Good job in the low post. Gobert's got 12 points in just the second half.
You know, I love the resilience. After struggling in the first half, he has turned it on.
Mitchell against Edwards. Mitchell kicks to Hero. It's good.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them one.
Now, here's Fox. Reed with a screen for Fox. And he uses the glass on the layup. Fox has got 28.
You gotta love the determination from Fox. Refuses to let the contact throw him off.
Edwards inside. Covered by Mitchell. Mr. Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Hero. In the corner, it's Bridges. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
just so precise off the pass. I like how Bridges prepares himself to shoot as the ball is coming his way.
Now here's Powell, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Fox with it. Gobert with a screen on Mitchell. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in there about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for De'Aaron Fox.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Reed. Pat Connaughton comes in for Bridges. Keon Ellis, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for De'Aaron Fox. Now, here's Rozier. And Jovic gets it to go.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line. Here's Connaughton. Gobert with a screen for Connaughton. And again, the turnover by the Timberwolves. Well, that is just real miscommunication there, sending it out of bounds.
11 seconds left in the fourth. Mitchell looking it over. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. But first, let's